What up, YouTube? It's your main man, Boys for Life, coming at you with another fucking video. Whew! I had a good lunch. I had a great lunch. I got to eat. I got a show. Had 2 beers. So, I'm under control. I'm good. Not buzzed or anything like that. Not drunk. Not even close. But I got a show. Got some steak and $2.99 steak and fries. You know what I'm talking about. But what I want to talk about today, what I want to talk about in this video, is what the Cowboys are about to do, or what they're doing, and probably what's going to happen. So Jon Kitna is the new quarterback's coach. Do I give a shit that he's the quarterback's coach? No, because I'm indifferent about it. It could go either way for me. I could care, I couldn't care. I don't give a fuck. Why? It's because I don't care because he wasn't a bad quarterback. He was a decent to good quarterback. He was a middle of the road quarterback. He played under Jason Garrett. He played behind Tony Romo, and he started a few games when Tony Romo was hurt. So he knows the system, which is a plus. He understands Garrett. He knows the system and how it works. He was a good quarterback. Like I said, he was a middle average quarterback. It was what it was. And I guarantee you it's a plus for Dak. A lot of people think that it's a bad move or whatever. I don't think so. Because he's played under Garrett. He knows the system. And from my understanding, whoever the OC is going to be, which we're already kind of leaning towards Kellen Moore, it seems like Jason Garrett is going to be the play caller no matter what. That's the little birdies are telling me, right? That's what they're telling me. That's what I'm hearing. Jason Garrett is now going to be calling the plays, which I've wanted for a long time, because when he was the OC for the Cowboys, he was getting paid like a head coach because Jerry Jones was trying to push out Wade Phillips. When Jason Garrett was the OC, we had a pretty good offense. We had a pretty damn good offense. We had a good offense. Let's not get into it. We had a good offense. We lost a lot of games because we didn't have a defense, and we had a quarterback who had to throw 45 to 50 times a game. And, of course, we're going to get a pick here and there. It's going to happen. And that's why people talk badly about Romo. But that's another video I'm not going to get into right now. So, Kitna's the quarterback. The quarterback's coach. I think it's going to be helpful for us. I don't not like the move. I'm more towards liking the move than not liking the move. But I'm still kind of whatever. It's a good move. It's a good pickup as a coach. He's gonna help Dak hopefully help Dak with his accuracy, with his footwork, his feet work that he needs to do, and get Dak to that next level. Because we all know that when Dak came into this league, no one had film on him. Just like a lot of these rookies, you don't got film on these guys, and they come out, like gangbusters. And the second year, you kind of watch him take a step back. And that's what we did with Dak. We saw him take a huge step back. And then coming into this season, I don't think he took a huge step forward. But after we got Cooper, he took a step forward. It wasn't big. It wasn't monumental. It was just a step forward. And hopefully with Kitna, working with his accuracy and all that other stuff, it will help Dak next season. As far as the OC goes, I heard, like I said, I'm hearing Kellen Moore is probably going to be the OC, which, you know what? Just because he was under Scott Linehan, the reports I've read, the reports I've heard, is that even though he was under Scott Linehan and he was more of an assistant quarterback coach, he was relaying messages more from Linehan to Dak. It wasn't so much Kellen Moore doing these plays or coaching Dak the way he wants to coach Dak. Like I said, it was more Scott Linehan having Kellen Moore relay messages, relay things to Dak. So now that Kellen Moore is going to be on his own, by himself, again, Jason Garrett's probably going to be the play caller, but with Kellen Moore, I'm not gonna be upset about it, because we don't know what can happen. He could be the next fucking Sean McVay. He could be a fucking tank. We don't know. We don't know. All we know is that yes, he was under Linehan. He's a Linehan guy, but he was an assistant quarterback, more of an assistant quarterback coach. Yes, he was there on the sideline, but what he was doing was more, relaying messages from Linehan to Dak. And now that he has Dak by himself, maybe him and John Kitna. And see, this is the thing with what happened with Carson Wentz his second year and why he made such a leap. You had Doug Peterson, backup quarterback. You had quarterback coach who was an actual quarterback, Frank Wright, and then you had Filippo, who was another quarterback, calling the plays like as a quarterback coach. So you had a whole bunch of quarterbacks around Carson, and they were all backups and whatnot. Jason Garrett, a backup who actually has better accuracy than Dak. You have Kellen Moore, who when he was at Boise State was phenomenal. And then you have John Kitna, who played numerous years in the league as a starter and a backup to Romo under Garrett. So to me, this is not a, all right, we got rid of Linehan, but fuck, we're gonna, now we're promoting Kellen Moore, and you brought in John Kitna, what the fuck? No, this is more of a, hey, let's see what happens, okay? Let's see what happens. We got 3 quarterback coaches, or we got a head coach that was a backup quarterback. You got a quarterback coach that was a starter and a backup, and then you have a potential guy who's going to get promoted to OC as that was a quarterback. So I just want to see what happens. I'm indifferent about everything. But what I am happy about is that if it is true, if the reports are true, and Jason Garrett is going to be calling the plays, now we can see what Jason Garrett is actually about. And he's not what we call, just a clapper. Because let's face it, when he's on the sideline, he's not calling the plays. He's being a coach. He's got to mediate everything. He's not calling the defensive plays. He's not calling the offensive plays. He's not calling special teams. He's got to mediate everything. Now, if it is true, he's going to be head of the offensive play calling, and he's going to be a head coach. So this year is all about Garrett. If he succeeds, great. He's our guy. Finally. Because like I said, when he was the OC under Wade Phillips and he was getting paid head coaching money, we had a pretty good offense. Our thing for a number of years has been our defense. But now we got the defense, and now we're just waiting for our offense to catch up. But see, we're going to see this year if Jason Garrett is our guy or he's not. If he can't get the job done, if he can't get us to the conference championship game, if he can't get us to a Super Bowl or close or win, he's not our guy. Because he's already said he's happy with what happened. And I know Stephen Jones isn't. And that's another video I'm going to get into in another day, when Stephen Jones says that Jerry would rather trade his Hall of Fame jacket for another ring. But that's another video. But anyway, this is the year of Jason Garrett. We're going to see what Dak is about. See if he gets that extension, because he's not going to get it this year. I doubt he will. But this is the year of Jason Garrett, and if we're going to see if he's our guy or not. And it sucks we're doing it, 11 years later? Or 10 years later, or whatever it is. But it's finally here. This is the year of Jason Garrett. Leave your comments and thoughts down below. I'm out. Peace.